Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Get set. Set.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Dolphins 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. To throw from his end zone, Lewis. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to be stopped right there at the 21. Now Lewis. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing is Lewis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Dolphins nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Go ahead.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up the Dolphins' first down as he gets this up past the 40.
a gain of 4 yards.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. This will be caught at about the 6. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get safe. Go ahead.
Here's Tua. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's Lewis throwing to start the drive. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Browns 28, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9.
Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Tua going to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Hey, 21 TA. Ready. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already?
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Xavier Worthy halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it.
Ready. 20, TX. Hey.
Tua on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 69 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Danny Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're right here.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Hey, get set. Turbo 1.
Tua going to give this to Wright.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Open man downfield. He's got it. It's his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Now Lewis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
70 range. Ready.
Throwing is Lewis. Flushed out right, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Lewis.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Looking to throw. Lewis. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Danny Gray
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Ready, shot.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is Smith with a grab.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. Here's Wright.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
From the gun, it's Tua. Complete to Wright. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
All right, come on.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready, shot.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Wright with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
1st down, Cleveland.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw is Lewis. Operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Touchdown, Browns.
Danny Gray.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dolphins 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
20 TX.
Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wright's got it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Two to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Dolphins 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Ready.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Turbo one hard. Turbo one hard.
A give up the middle to Wright.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Brings up third down.
Hey, turbo two. Turbo two. Turbo two. Hut.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
He's got a man, complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
20, TX. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And that one will drop incomplete. 4 seconds remaining now in this half. Likely time for just one final play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shot.